Twitter and all of social media is a battlefield. And these technologies, these approaches are being tested in that battlefield environment constantly. And so it becomes a great test lab for testing out strategies to counter these things. And many of the things that emerge are really difficult to come to terms with. For instance, the use of chaos agents and disruptors that often will infiltrate a movement. Historically, there's the term bad jacketing. They'll infiltrate a movement, they'll get confidence of some member of that movement, often by exploiting some psychological weakness they may have, their own ego or need for self-affirmation or whatever the thing is, that, their need for money. There's a myriad of different ways that human weakness can be exploited. And people can be compromised, whether or not they're even aware of it. And then promoting dissension and fear, paranoia within those communities that then can cause them to fragment very effectively. And people become, they fall into this land like we were again discussing earlier, where people don't know what's true and what isn't true. They don't know who they can trust and what they can trust, and so they suspect everything. And I had, just to kind of push on that thread a little bit, I had a very influential person in the, let's say, vaccine hesitancy community talk to me about this once, and he said, I actually consider it a good thing when someone raises the question about whether I'm controlled opposition, because at least they're thinking. So that's a step in the right direction, right? They're not just accepting everything I say, they're thinking for themselves. And he advocated that the proper stance is that you should question everybody, and you should always be aware that there's a possibility that somebody is controlled opposition. Now, what that does, and I can understand the logic, okay, but what it's setting up is that you can never really give trust. For us to have a business transaction or an interpersonal transaction, in my experience, I have to give trust in order to get trust. It's a reciprocal thing. And if I don't show that I trust you, there's no way you're going to trust me. Okay, and so if you approach every transaction, every interpersonal interaction that involves this landscape as one in which the other person is constantly suspect, then the opponent has succeeded, okay? Because we are intrinsically completely fragmented, can never unify, can never form community, which is one of the key foundation blocks in resisting propaganda, is community. And you can quickly find yourself in a world in which it's totally acceptable to dehumanize, to troll, to be aggressive online. All of these hate behaviors that we see, where people are depersonalized, they're hidden behind their avatar or whatever, and they can vent their own anger, anxiety, frustration, and direct it, these very primitive psychological mechanisms. I'm sure Jordan Peterson could go on and on about this, projection, etc. That is the world that type of thinking leads to. And I argue that just like you have a choice, do you want to be a victim or a warrior? You have a choice. Do you want to choose to trust, or do you want to approach the world as one in which no one can be trusted? And I think that is the road to hell. That I'm of the, there's a lot of talk about heaven and hell and the devil and evil, and there's a recent poll out that there's been a surge in spirituality in the United States, and now 40 or more % of people in the United States feel like they're more spiritual now than they were 3 years ago after going through this.
So Jim Rickards has just recorded a video that's not available to anyone in the public, and he's going to be talking about how this upcoming recession is going to be fast, it's going to be bloody, it's going to be nasty. But at the same time, he's going to show you how you can position yourself to profit from all of this chaos. Now, we've made this video only available to our viewers. Go to londonreal.tv/Jim. Watch that immediately. I can't say enough good things about Jim Rickards. He understands the global economic system better than any guest I've ever had on London Real. His predictions are almost uncannily true, and you can learn how to profit from his vision, from his expertise, and his understanding of economics. So go to londonreal.tv/Jim or click the link below. It's an excellent, excellent look on what's going to happen in the future and how you can position yourself to profit from that. Jim is one of the best in the business, one of my favorite guests on London Real, and he's very, very good at predicting the future and showing us all to profit from it. So click the link, and I hope you enjoy. I'm looking for partners, collaborators, colleagues who want to join forces with me around the globe and create real value, generational wealth, and financial freedom for everyone else around the world. Get involved in the cryptocurrency markets, get involved in the NFT markets. This is your moment. Life all comes down to a few moments. Don't let this pass. Now it's not too late. Next year's going to be too late. Ultimately, this is about freedom. That's the way I see it. This is about giving power back to the people and enabling billions of people worldwide to use the financial markets to improve their lives and those of their friends and their families and their communities. Honestly, I think it's a violation of human rights not to allow people basic access to financial services. Because right now people are being kept in the dark, they're being robbed of education, and it's a travesty. And so I'm looking for people that want to join me and be a part of this solution. And that all happens inside the DeFi Academy. The gains my students are making are absolutely amazing. Double, triple digit gains in the first month alone. That's amazing. This will change your life. Now is the time to get involved. I'm going to tell you exactly how my students in my academy made money in the last 30 days. I'm talking about real trading results. And let me just whet your appetite a little bit. Let me hit you with some numbers. I'm talking Brendan from New Zealand is up 68.77% on the month. Steve from Europe up 83%. Albert in Singapore up 169.9% on one single trade. I got Susan up 153% on her call options alone, also rocking 139% returns and 442% returns as well on individual trades. These are people that are changing their financial future in the last 30 days, but it's based on trading discipline. I've graduated over 500 students from inside my academy from over 54 countries around the world. It's amazing. When it comes to crypto, DeFi, and blockchain, we love this space. We truly believe it's the future. This is down to our core. It's authentic to what we're doing, and everybody can tell through the camera because you can't make this stuff up. If you're watching me now, wherever you are, I implore you, take 60 seconds right now and join my academy. Apply today. Now you've got a chance. Life all comes down to a few moments. What are you going to do? What's the choice that you're going to make?